Greetings people, 'tis I, 480 volts, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII. Alright, we're not going to do any hunts today, we're just going to do a side quest that'll probably take the whole video. Now I could have done this side quest, well, I could have started it earlier in the game, but I wouldn't have really been able to finish it because, well, you need somewhat competent levels to do this. But yeah, we're going to go head to the Ester Sand real quick. There's no point in me renting out a chocobo because I want to get all the way over here, and unfortunately this little village right here where Dontro lives, if I can't pass, he doesn't live there, he's just guarding the place. I can't pass through that area on a chocobo, it forces me off, so I just have to, you know what I'm saying? So there's no point in me getting a chocobo. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I think we're finally strong enough to take on these wild Saurians. So what I'm going to do is have Von Steel, and I'm going to have Fran inflict blind on him. Not that it's like it's not needed, but yeah, you can steal tanned hides from them. Yeah, we can actually kill these guys. What are you doing, Vaughn? Ugh, the stealing gambits. There we go. You get 2 LP for that, and look at the experience. So yeah, it's something you might want to do. All right, I'm just gonna run because I don't care about these enemies. They're dead to me. Alright, let's go into the village. We don't really need to do anything here in the village. I just need to pass through. Now, do you remember way back in the day when we defeated the flowering cactoid? What happened? Dontro said, hey, you got that flower from the cactoid. Cool. Give that to, I think he said take that to my wife. I think he said take that to my wife. And then, also, we defeated a hunt in the Lushu Mines. I forget exactly which one. And, the dude gave us a great serpent skin. So these are all things that, and I said do not sell the great serpent skin? Yeah. A lot of that's going to get put to use today. So we're gonna head to this little village here. Now we've been in this village, but we didn't really do anything here. We didn't talk to anybody here. I think we did talk to Dontro's wife, and she said, "Yo, I've got like a traveler or something who's wounded or something like that." It was her. Yeah. Shh, quiet. We've a sick traveler sleeping just inside. Collapsed not too far from the village. I worry it may already be too late. Dontro bade you bring this cactus flower? This should help. Yes, thank you. Take this for your trouble. Okay, I'm sorry. I spoiled things. I never talked to her the first time, because she would have said exactly that. Well, anyway, I give her the cactus flower, and she gives me 1,000 needles. I mean, a bundle of needles. Okay. There's trouble on the North Bank. I'm sure of it. I wish Dontro were here, but I know he can't leave the outpost unwatched. Well, I don't think those bundles of needles are anything I care about. I could probably sell them. I don't remember. Well, there we go. We did all that for a bundle of needles. No, we didn't. I'm kidding. I wanna back up and then re-enter. I don't know if I have to do that or if I have to go all the way back to Dontro. Okay, cool. I should have talked to this kid. He would have said, you know what, he would have told me that this is the ferry that leads to the other side, and I couldn't use it because there's trouble up north. But let's talk to Dontro's wife. There's trouble. Oh, she's already said that. All right, let's talk to this guy. Yes, it's Ruxel's boat. There's no mistaking it. What in the name of the gods is happening over there? I don't know. Let's talk to the village youth. What does he say? Oh gosh, how do you say his name? Shigri? This is definitely my dad's boat, but where's my dad? Something bad must have happened. I'm crossing to the north bank to see what's going on. I know how to pilot the boat, and there's no point in waiting around here worrying. Yeah, or there's no point in standing there shaking your arms like that either. Nonsense! Watching your father pilot the boat and doing it yourself are two different things. The river's dangerous, boy. But what if my dad's in trouble? After him, there's no one that even knows how to pilot the boat except me. Yes, but even if you make it across the river, who knows what you'll find once you're there? I'm sorry, but it's simply too dangerous. But my dad... Why are you looking at me? What if he went with Shigri? Me? He hunted the flowering cactoid for Dantro. He must know how to defend himself. That is true. What will you say, boy? Will you do this for our village? Will you go with Shigri to see what happened on the North Bank? And Vaughn's like, I really got better things to do. You just gotta! I'll pilot the boat. What do you say? Sure, let's go. Thanks. What are we waiting for? Thank you, boy. Look after Shigri for us. And you, Shigri, you be careful. The river will swallow the lot of you if you're not. Yeah. Alright, so we get a nice little cutscene here of the boat crossing the river. How nice. It's nice how boats do that. Oh, what's going on here? I see a lot of cactuses. Cactoids. Look, over there! Are those cactoids? I believe I just said that. They've attacked the North Bank! What are we gonna do? Wait, there's my dad! And everyone else, too! I don't like the look of this one bit. Seems like they're holding them hostage. But what would cactoids want with hostages? I don't believe it. Well, maybe they're not holding them hostage. The cactoids all up and left! Now's our chance to go help my dad! Maybe they just wanted to have a discussion, you know? Alright, well, let's go over here and talk to peeps. Yep, Ruxel. I'm so glad you're alright. We didn't know what happened to you. Quite a tale, that one, and you've some tales of your own, piloting the boat all by yourself. I knew you'd got the river in your blood. The others said it was too dangerous, but I knew I could handle it. But what about the cactoids? They ran off for good, right? We can only hope so. Still, they're a prickly lot. Can't imagine they'd give up that easily. Whoa, what's that? What's what? Oh crap, they're back. Oh no, they brought some muscle. Looks like it's boss time. This music does not fit with what's going on right now. That is the leader of the cactoids. Hey, Prickle-Pants! Who do you think you are, kidnapping my dad? Stay back, Shigri. They're just trying to find their son. Find their son? You mean they're related? Yeah, can't you see the resemblance? That's right, they're a cactoid family. The eldest son, Dron, went missing and they set out to find him. They came to our village along the way. Nothing but bad news, this Dron. He's part of a cactoid clan terrorizing the desert. There's even a bounty on his head. That actually sounds like in Final Fantasy X-2, one of those little cactuses, those little cactars that we had to rescue was like hanging with some bad friends or something like that. Wait, a bounty on his head. This one's the matriarch of the family. She's been searching high and low for him, wants to bring him back home and set him straight. Oh great, it's Martinla. But they couldn't find Dron anywhere in Dalmasca. That's why they needed us. She forced us to guide them in the lands beyond the desert. The Mosphorian highways, the Salika Wood, even the Necrol of Nabodis. I'd given up hope of ever making it back. And after all that, we still couldn't find him. So they brought us back here. For now. But who knows where they'll drag us off again. So there's a bounty on this Dron, huh? You have any idea where he might be? Oh, I wonder if there's a bill posted for him on the notice board. Or wait a minute, don't tell me that the flowering cactoid I hunted... I don't think he's to the north of the river. We must have looked under every stone between here and Arcadia. As for the south bank, well, we weren't about to lead the cactoids there and get you and the others mixed up in this too. Good call. So that's why you set the boat adrift. Keep him from making the crossing. I never figured on you coming to rescue me, but there's no time for that now. We'll keep him busy while you search the south bank for Dron. Right. Just leave it to us. Let's get going. Yeah, I never believed that you would take the boat that was parked over there and, you know, come across the river to where you knew we would be. Just never figured it. All right. Well, now we want to go over here and talk to Dontro's wife. I don't understand. Why would the cactoids invade the village? They're usually harmless enough. Their son, you say? Then we must find him. But the desert is huge. Where would we even begin? Wait, if this cactoid's been causing as much trouble as they say, someone may have posted a bill for him. Unless the bill Dontro posted. You hunted that cactoid, didn't you? You don't think? That's what I was thinking. Yep, you agree with me. This is all Dontro's fault. Of course, the cactoid you hunted must have been their son. Hunted and made into medicine. We'll never be able to return him now. Dang you, Dontro. What? The flower? Why, I boiled it and threw it away behind the house. Behind the house, you say? Like over here? It's worthy to note that it'll never be here if you don't talk to her. It's like, did you really throw it away behind the house? Anyway, is that drawn? Uh-oh. It's alive. Well, he's alive. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, considering the last time we met, he tried to stick me with 1,000 needles. And I tried to stick him with a sword. Alright, well, he's just gonna follow me now. Alright, we're cool, right? We're square, right? Awesome. You're drawn, right? What? The flower had budded into another cactoid? Oh wait, so that's not drawn? They're a strange lot, aren't they? Supposing you take it over to the North Bank, do you think they'd accept it as their son? Oh, so that's not drawn. So that's a new one. So that's how cactoids are born. They just sprout out of flowers. Okay. Procreation's awfully easy with them. Let's talk to Shigri. You found the cactoid! What, you didn't? You hunted the other one, but this one looks just like that one, huh? Yeah, I told you can see the resemblance. Well, none of this makes much sense to me, but I guess we don't have much choice, huh? His family is waiting. Let's get him over to the North Bank. Yeah, let's go. You can just skip this, by the way. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get him back to his family. All right, don't rush me, kid. Hey, we found your son for you. Now let my dad go. And he's like, who are you, stranger? We do not know you. We do not accept you as one of us. You are an outsider. You shall be destroyed, and all humans shall be destroyed too. I don't know. You think they're buying it? Well, they haven't stopped dancing. Well, now they changed their dance. Look at them go. Guess they're gonna take him in after all. Oh, you speak cactoid now? Well, they look happy enough, so... How come those two are the only ones with flowers? Whatever. Bye! Oh. What now? You obtain 1,000 needles, 1,000 gil, and a pouch of wormfire shot. Okay. I have to see what that wormfire shot does. I mean, obviously I could give that to, what's his name? Oh, it's fire elemental. I'll leave it where it is. I may equip it sometime, I may not. Now, if you talk to the people, they'll just be like, oh, wow, how about that thing that just happened, huh? How about us all getting held hostage by cactoids, huh? Wow, what a day. Man, you see all types of things out here, but no, to progress, I want to go back to the boat and talk to Shigri. The ferry's running again if you want to cross. The crossing normally costs money, but since you helped us out and all, well, anyway, let's go. I don't think he ever charges you from here on out. Anyway, let's skip. All right, now let's go back and talk to Dontro's wife. Keep your voice low, please. Our guest is still sleeping inside. The cactus flower you brought should help with the fever, but not the pain. If I had some semclam shells, I could make something to ease the pain. Do you think I could ask you to bring me some? Semclams live in the shallows along the banks of the river. The more you can bring me, the better. Okay, well, so I have to do a little items fetch quest. We've already done an escort mission, basically. Now I have to do an items fetch quest. It's very, very easy. All you do is you just go out here. I don't have to mess with enemies or anything because these are weak level enemies. Just go into the water, and you see a mysterious glint here. That's a semclam shell. Now, I think to move this side quest forward, I really only need 1. But to ensure that I get the best possible rewards, I need to get like 5. And as it just so happens, I know where there are 5. It's almost like I've done this before. There was one there. And then there should be one here. Just like hug the edge of the waters. The outer edges. Go as deep as you possibly can and just hug the edge. And there, that's 3. Now we want to go back to the village. Oh, but 480, I thought you said you needed 5 and you've only got 3. Well, I commend your ability to do basic math. Or your ability to count, rather. If we examine this bank of the river, there's a Sem clam shell there. And then there's going to be one more over here. But 480, why didn't you get those first? Because they don't show up first. After you talk to Dontro's wife and she says, yeah, I need Sem clam shells, they're not here. You have to leave and then come back for them to get here. And, you know, you might as well just leave and go get the other 3 that are out there, then come back for the 3 that are in here. This whole side quest involves a lot of leaving and come backing. Alright, let's talk to Dontro's wife. You found the Sem clam shells. Yes, yes, this should do nicely. Unfortunately, our guest's wounds continue to bleed. Neberlim can staunch the wound, but we seem to be out. I think Dontro took some with him when he left for the outpost. Would you mind bringing some back to the village? Yes, I would mind, but I guess I don't have much choice. Actually, I always have a choice. Alright, now we need to go all the way back to where Dontro is, so I'm just going to run that way. And yeah, I'm just fleeing from battles because the enemies here, they're just not worth it. And Vaughn and Balthier will stop to steal every single time. Though I am curious if a certain somebody is in these parts. Oh, just a whole bunch of wolves? Okay, these are all just cockatrices. I was just wondering if that one particular rare game ever showed up. I saw him in my practice run. I'm actually going the wrong way. I'm going backwards. Oh, wow. Look at these. Look at these enemies that I wasn't even trying to kill, and I just did. Yeah, when they attack you, that does 0 damage because you're so freaking powerful at this point. So that's nice. Oh yeah, and by the way, the Esther Sands music. Gotta love it. Hey, Gareth Voy, or no, Banga Hunter. I'm not gonna bother with... I didn't want to steal his kill, you see. Alright, let's get back here and talk to Dontro. I told you we were gonna be messing with Dontro. Man, that feels like a long time ago. Running errands for my wife, eh? Neberlim? There should be some over by those crates. Help yourself. Well, what crates? Well, there's something here, a small file. That's a file of Neberlim. Again, to move the side quest forward, you only need 1. But if you want to get the best possible reward, make sure to go over to this hut, and there's another small file there. Alright. Now guess what, guys? We're gonna head back. Yeah. Thankfully, this is the last time we have to go all the way back here. The next area that we visit will actually be interesting. How did I lose HP? What hit me and did damage? Ah, whatever. Ow. Alright, we made it back. Now, let's find Dontro's wife. You have the Neberlim! Wonderful! A little of this spread over the wound should staunch the bleeding. Now to do something about the poison. Some Vabel Blossom Dew would quickly neutralize it. I hate to ask you for help yet again, but do you think you could gather some for me? I mean, I guess. you should find some blooming along the cliffs in the Broken Sands. The Broken Sands, eh? Well, where's that? Well, that's over here. So we have to actually cross the river and go over that way. And we're gonna go into unexplored territory that we've never been to before. I mean, it's all part of the Ester Sand, but yeah, we've never been this way before, so, and this is why I wanted to wait until now, because the enemies here are a little bit harder. Well, first off, let's talk to this guy. An enormous worm chased me through the Western Sand, but I gave it the slip I did. This is no place for the unprepared, Kupo. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? An enormous worm, eh? Well, you can buy a map for the Mosphorian highways, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm not ready to go to the Mosphorian highways yet. The story will direct me there eventually, but we might as well just go ahead and get the map for it. But okay, now this area here, this is still part of the Ester Sand, but this is where, you know, this has got higher level enemies. We have Worgans. They are level 25, and I think I'm level 25. Okay, yeah, so they're right where I am. Actually, you know what? They're a little powerful. So what I'm gonna do is when I get into a group of them, they are susceptible to blind. If it ever hits, it doesn't always hit. Oh, and you know what? Let's make a change to the party. Let's make sure everybody is wearing a bowline sash, because these guys do have the capacity, or the capability rather, to confuse you. And even though I have Nukai-san gambits rather set up, and I obtained a Nukai-san from these guys, it's just more efficient if nobody gets confused, except for Larsa. Nothing I can do about Larsa. Yeah, and then those flying bird enemies from like I think it's from the Western Sand. Yeah, here they are too. I'm still not gonna bother with them. I could probably take them on, but oh, a Gladius. You know, taking on fire enemies or wind enemies, taking on flying enemies, it's just a pain. It's just an ordeal because they're so difficult to hit. Let me see if I can blind this Alpha Worgen, because I think he's the more dangerous of the lot. I got a pair of steel Polians, which I could have bought from the clan provisioner. It's cool that I can just steal some here. The Alpha Worgen, oh, he's 28. Yeah, he's a little higher than I am, so that's fine. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna like go out of my, oh, a bone helm. I'm gonna go out of my way to like, you know, deal with these enemies, because why not? Because they're actually worth it at this point in the game. And we got some more cactoids. They are higher level cactoids, obviously. So what I'm going to do is have, this is the trick. I'm going to have Fran steal, and that'll trigger everyone else to steal. We'll have everybody get a chance. Okay, there we go. Cactus fruit. Oh, that one's mad too, eh? Okay. Just watch your HP is all I can say. I just want to see how much experience he was going to drop. Alright, I saw a chest down here. Yeah, I thought you could hide from me, eh? A gold needle, I'll take it. And then what about this guy here? Yeah, I can handle these guys, why not? I have freaking thunder if need be. Or Thundara if need be. Steal from that one. Okay, got a fish scale from that one as well. Now, Fran, you let him have it. Nice. I love area of effect spells. Oh, and I got a diamond shield. Nice. Can I give that to Vaughn? Oh, he's already wearing one. I got excited for nothing. What was the bone helm? Is that something I care about? Well, it is heavy armor, and it's... Oh, okay. So it's half damage to darkness, but it's weak to holy. You know what? I'm not going to mess with that. That's just not appealing to me. practice run I did just a minute ago, I was able, in a different area, to get a better helmet for him anyway, so... A suit of bone mail. I remember bone mail from Final Fantasy V. Okay, same deal. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'll probably sell that stuff. I'll go ahead and show this off. What is this area? Well, I recognize this music. This is the Western Sands music. That's quite a sandstorm we got going on here. What happened to my mini-map? It's all garboiled. Anyway, a fierce sandstorm halts your advance. The Moogle that, you know, we talked to the Cartographers Guild. That's what he was talking about when he said, he said he came here from the Western Sand and there was a big worm there. That's what that was all about. So we'll deal with that some other time. That's a different side quest. That's an unrelated side quest. You don't have... This one and that one are not connected. I could actually do that one now, but it's a little tricky, and I think I would rather save it till I'm just a little bit more powerful. But this one... I was saving this for this moment right here, for these enemies here, so... Needless to say, I can handle them. I just mustn't let my guard down, that's all. Nice. Yeah, I'll get that. And shoot, I'll go ahead and take this guy out here too. I'm kind of annoyed that I'm getting weak treasures like potions. Oh crap. Puny potions. What are these guys weak to? Water. Aqua's just not that powerful, and I don't think there is an Aquarius spell. There's an Aquarium moat. I don't know. Alright, let's just keep going. Is that the alpha? It is. Like I said, I'm not gonna mess with the birds. They're just more annoying to kill. Alright, old enemies are like respawning at this point, so if I stay and fight every last one of them, I'll never leave. So let me just go ahead and get out of here. And I'll take you out because I see a treasure right there. Alright, guys. And 135 gil. Yeah, the treasure here is not that great, but there you go. Oh, and we got more wild saurians. Now these guys here, they're already aggressive. It's not like, oh, if you piss them off, they'll start messing. Like, they will not leave you alone. Like, they actually hate your guts actively. So you kind of have to fight them or flee from them. The ones back there near the beginning of the Ester Sand, that was just for like. That was like the game wanted to give you a challenging enemy that you could use to level, you know, that you could use to get a little bit of experience when you were of higher levels, but until that time, they didn't want to force you to hit it. I'm about to lose Larsa. Okay. More high potions, that's good. I can always use high potions. Now, okay, yeah, that's where we just were. All right. Let's go up to the next area. Okay. Now, this is the Broken Sands area, and this is supposedly where we can find whatever it is that we're looking for. The Ven Blossom Dew, I think they said. Well, we can get, like, 3 instances of it. And the way we do that... Hang on. That Screech move right there, that can confuse you. This is why we're wearing, Bowline sashes. Bowline sashes, whatever they're called. A black cowl. I think that's like, is that light armor or no, it's... It's mystic armor. Well, I might as well give it to Ash. It doesn't really do anything special, it just raises all the stats, so yeah, might as well, you know? Why not? Okay, another high potion. Can I circle around? Okay, how do I get that? Oh, I see. No, I don't want to go over there. I want it, there we go. I'll mess with those Worgans later. Alright. To the matter at hand. So when you see, like, plants like this, and it says Mysterious Glint, you obtain a drop of Vem Blossom Dew. Excellent! I can get a few more. Okay, excellent. Now, the last one, I gotta remember how I get the last one. Watch out for the trap there. I'm gonna not mess with those birds again. Okay. Oh, hello. Ow, that hurt. Alright. Yeah, it seems like the birds are just not gonna bother us unless we, like, straight up attack them or steal from them or whatever. And 153 gil. Why does that thing gotta be... That stupid Worgen is making my party members all aggravated. Withered Rock. I'll mess with that later. Let me get the last bit of Vem Blossom Dew. And what's cool is if I go here, it says Weathered Rock. But okay, Vaughn. He just smashed it with his sword and knocked it over. All right. Well, that created a little pathway for us, so that now when we can just go right across it and just like take a bit of a shortcut instead of having to go all the way around. We've got what we've come here for, but I'm gonna show one last thing off. Well, no, I won't. I'll save it for later. Yeah, I'll save it for later. I was gonna go up into the next area, but nah. I've got what I come here for, so let's just get out of here. Watch out for the trap. And yet again, I think to move the side quest forward, you only need one drop of dew, but to get the best possible rewards, you want to get all three. Your confused thing didn't work. Put your... There we go. A Sully Fang. I think I have one of those already. It's like trash loot or something, I don't know. Ah, that was fun. Now let's get back to the village and deliver this stuff. So we'll need to cross the ferry again. Or use the ferry, rather, to cross the river. The ferry's running again if you want to cross. Yeah, sure. The crossing normally costs money, but since you helped... Oh, yeah, I forgot. He says the same thing all the time. Alright, whatever. Excellent. Now let's talk to Dontra's wife. You found the Velablossom Dew? Wonderful! This should flush the poison from the body. Now we only have to wait and hope. Is that a great serpent skin by chance? Boiled and distilled, it makes a potent restorative draught. It may speed our guest's recovery. Yeah, the Great Serpent Skin that I told you not to sell. If you did sell it, don't worry, this side quest would still continue. You just wouldn't get the best reward. This Great Serpent Skin, would you give it to me? Sure. Thank you, I shall prepare the draught at once. I'm sure it will be of help. Talk to her again. You've helped me more than I could have hoped. The traveler rests now and I expect a full recovery before long. Well, to ensure that the guest recovers, what we do is we leave and we come back. I think that should be enough. And we go and we talk to her. Our guest is fully recovered now. Should be just around back. Wanted to give you a word of thanks if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Well, assuming you have done everything correctly, you'll know if you've done everything correctly by the type of person the guest is. If you see just a random Joe Schmo or a Jane Schmo, whatever, you didn't do it 100% properly. You'll still get the main part of the reward, but you won't get little bonus stuff. But you know when you've done it perfectly when you go around and you see a Moogle. Yeah, recovering traveler. That's a cute little Moogle. Look at its eyes. You're the one who brought the medicine while I was unconscious? Thank you, Kupo. I am a treasure hunter by trade. I learned of a great treasure deep in the Barheen Passage, Kupo. I posted 2 sentries to watch while I went in. Wait, you're not talking about those 2 dumb Sikhs that I met earlier, are you? But I'm strict. I found a creature waiting for me, Kupo. No treasure. I got out of there as quickly as my feet would carry me. The next thing I remember is waking up here, being nursed back to health. The key I used is yours if you want it, Kupo. I've had enough. Well, you obtained the Barheen key. There's more than one way into the Barheen Passage, you know. I hear there's another entrance somewhere in the Estersand, Kupo. Well, I'd best be off. Those fool brothers will be wondering where I've gone. Thank you for your help. Farewell, Kupo. And you obtain a golden amulet. Yeah, if you do the side quest perfectly as I did, you give them all the best items you possibly can, you can get a golden amulet. That's my 3rd golden amulet. I'm not gonna say it's my final golden amulet, but yay, now I got 3 golden amulets. Awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to end the video off just yet. I'm going to take a trip to that place in the Barheen Passage, and I'm going to give everybody a golden amulet. At least everybody in this party. And I'm gonna just turn off my stealing gambits. They're at this point, they're more trouble than they're worth. They're gonna slow me down more than anything. And I'll actually fight the enemies, or I mean, it's not really fighting the enemies. So these guys are nothing in terms of experience, but, you know, they still give the same amount of LP as an average enemy does, but now we're going to be doubling that amount. So there you go. So for the most, I'm not going to abuse the golden amulets all the way, but, like, I may, like, use them when we get to, you know, like, when we do hunts and stuff. Now, I wonder if that rare game ever decided to spawn, because he gives you more LP, so... If he did spawn, he'd be around here somewhere. What are you picking up? Ugh. Well, he didn't spawn. There's a rare game that looks just like the cockatrices, but you know he's a little different because when you walk up to him, he's got Protect cast on himself. Alright. Oh, I'm actually going the wrong way. Well, am I? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I always forget. I need to go this way. I think Larsa just killed something. I always forget. I need to go this way. See, if I had the stealing gambits turned on right now, we would just be like, we would be stopping every 5 seconds to steal before attacking. It would just get annoying. I can literally one-shot these enemies, so it's like, let me just go ahead and do that. Ooh, what do we got here? A mimic? Okay, I'll take it. Got a pile of iron scraps, I'll take that too. There's the Moogle. The bandit chief. Here's the entrance to Barheen, Kupo. Look down past terminus number 7 if you want that treasure. Watch yourself down there, Kupo. Yeah, like I said, if you didn't do the side quest perfectly, you'd have somebody else besides the Moogle, and you would not get the golden amulet. But you would get the Barheem key, either way. Anyway, weather-beaten door. Let's use the Barheem key. Alright, my friends, we are now back inside the Barheem Passage. We should recognize this place. This is where we were, and we came through all of that. I think that was the way we went. Yeah, that's the way we went. Now, let me explain. Okay, well, I'll just show you. These enemies... Oh yeah, these are weak enemies. No big deal. Weak enemies, puny treasures. Not really worth anything, right? Well, if we go over here... See, I think these areas were closed off before. I think that's what the dealio was. Like these pathways down here were closed off, and this pathway up here was closed off, or something like that. Point is, there's a save crystal here. Let's use it and activate it. So that's all I came in here for, was to get that save crystal activated. I will tell you right now, we do not want to mess with the Barheem Passage. We are not ready to mess with the Barheem Passage. The enemies down here, I mean, well, we've got these weak enemies here, but we could go deeper into the Barheem Passage where the enemies start the lowest at, I believe level 40, I think, or like 39 or something like that. And they get higher as you go in, and you will find yourself outnumbered, outmatched. You will find yourself, as is the case with many open RPGs, in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah, we'll save that for way later in the game, but I just wanted to at least activate the gate crystal, so now I can just teleport in here whenever I want. Alright, so that was that taken care of. We got 3 golden amulets out of it. We didn't do any hunts, but we'll do some more hunts next video. So thank you all so much for watching. My name's 480volts. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Peaces!